I created a LEGO Star Wars CMF series and this is what I came up with. So this CMF focuses on the Phantom Menace and I tried to choose a mix of main characters and side characters that we either haven't got minifigures of or that we haven't received in LEGO form for a long time. This is part 1 of a series, so make sure to give me feedback in the comments.
The first figure I wanted to include is Boss Nass. Boss Nass was the leader of the Gungans during the Phantom Menace and we still haven't got a minifigure of him despite him playing a major role in the film. LEGO would need to make a new mold for his body and could include some really cool printing for this figure. I love getting new alien molds in Star Wars sets, so I think this would make a really cool figure. The next figure I included is Queen Amidala. The resale value on this figure is crazy, so this is a highly desired minifigure and people would love to have another way to acquire it. I don't even think LEGO needs to update the previous Queen Amidala as it's already a beautiful minifigure and is definitely one of the coolest looking characters from the Phantom Menace. Make sure you stick around until the end of the video to see more awesome figures like these. Next up is Shmi Skywalker. Despite being the mum of the most important character in the Skywalker saga, we have never received Shmi in a set, so I think she would make a great addition to this CMF. Although this would be a pretty simple figure, I think with the right printing this figure could look amazing, and LEGO could include the dress part instead of legs to add a little bit of uniqueness to this figure. Now I want to talk about an episode 1 version of C-3PO. C-3PO is one of the most common Star Wars minifigures, but we have never got an episode 1 version of him. Printing showing his exposed wires would look really cool and would give us a very unique version of this iconic character. Next is a very unknown character, but I decided to go with Gaskano. Gaskano is one of the pod racer drivers and is a very unique looking alien. We have received this figure in LEGO before, but it is a very bad minifigure and an updated version is much needed. This figure could include those very cool double arms and would be a really cool new alien mold. Next up is Yaddle. We have gotten many different Jedi over the years, but we are still yet to receive Yaddle in a set. As she wouldn't really fit well into any sets, I think including her in a CMF series is perfect. Just like Yoda, she would include short legs and would include a similar molded head but with hair. With her upcoming appearance in Tales of the Jedi, now would be a perfect time to get her and it would be great to finally get this Jedi Council member to add to our Jedi collection. I thought I'd take a quick break to tell you guys that if you're enjoying the video to subscribe so you can see when I upload part 2 to this video where I make a CMF series based on Attack of the Clones. Let's get back into the video. The next figure is another pod racer pilot and I chose Rat's Tyrell. This is a figure we have never gotten in LEGO before and would be a cool background character to include. He would include a cool new head mold in a very cool blue colour and would be great to put in a custom made pod racer. Now I want to talk about Captain Panaka. Although we already have a figure of him, it is pretty outdated and a Panaka with an updated printing would be amazing. Hip and leg printing that continues the torso printing would look really cool and Panaka is a cool side character to have a LEGO figure of. Next I included Nute Gunray. Gunray is essential to the story of Phantom Menace, so I thought he needs to be included in this CMF series. Previous versions of this figure are already pretty good, so he wouldn't need many upgrades, but it's always cool to get this character in LEGO. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you leave a comment and it would mean a lot to me if you liked the video. Stay tuned for the last couple minifigures. The next figure I included is Captain Topples. Similar to Gunray, the previous version of Topples is already very good, so this figure wouldn't need many updates from his last inclusion. Topples has a very cool purple colour on him which adds some colour variety to this CMF, and LEGO could just reuse an existing mould for his head. The coolest figure on this list in my opinion is an episode 1 version of Palpatine. A Palpatine figure in his senator clothes would be really cool as we have never received a minifigure like it before and would be a great addition to the LEGO Star Wars line. This is how one of the most iconic Star Wars villains started out, so I would love to receive this figure. The next few figures are all very common figures that we receive every couple of years, but I thought I need to include them because they are main characters in the Phantom Menace. I will quickly go over them now. Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jar Jar Binks, Young Anakin, and Darth Maul. There are some characters I didn't include in this list like Sebulba and Watto, but I wanted to keep this list at 16 figures, so unfortunately they didn't make the cut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and like my CMF list. If there's any figures you think I missed or don't agree with, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe to see part 2 where I make a CMF series on Attack of the Clones.